Hello guys, welcome to another VOD review where we are going to be going over one of my viewers' games. If you would like a VOD review for yourself, you can watch my stream and build up channel points to get one for free, or you can message me on Discord through the link where I come to my stream and donate $20 for a VOD review if you do not want to watch the stream and build up points. Yeah, it does not have to be just NEEKO or support. I can give a VOD review for any role, but obviously support role is my most comfortable, and NEEKO in any lane is also a champ that I have very high mastery with. Anyways, in this lane, we are playing NEEKO, Ezreal versus Tristana and Leona. So let's take a look at the runes. Let's see, you took Electrocute, Sudden Impact. Sudden Impact's okay because when you use your stealth, it gives you stuff, but I feel like it's not as good as Cheap Shot if you want to go for a damage option. And actually, last time I tested on a target dummy, it seemed to be a little bugged. It wasn't actually working, so I don't know, with NEEKO's stealth. Zombie ward is okay. I usually say actually in lower elo, since the enemy supports won't be warding as much, that you can go for the Ghost Poro, as it'll just give you more consistent stacks early, but this is fine too. Ultimate Hunter, perfectly fine. I usually like Relentless Hunter, but I know a lot of, I know a lot of NEEKOs in lower elos like this, and I can understand why there's a lot more fights going on more often, and having ulti up is better, so I approve. Ability power, good. Cosmic Insight, I think is OP on NEEKO, and Hexflash is okay. Yes, I run it a lot. The only thing I would say about this game with Hexflash is I usually think versus tank supports, it can be hard to really make efficient Hexflash plays just because of the fact that you don't really want to Hexflash into a Tristana and a Leona, right? And you don't really want to Hexflash into a Veigar wall, so I think here, Biscuits or Free Stopwatch could have been a good option too, but there's nothing wrong with Hexflash for sure. Anyways, the matchup, I usually versus Tristana always go Exhaust, because Tristana is basically looking for an ult. Like, realistically, you take Ignite to get an early kill. You and Ezreal don't have very high kill pressure in this lane, as you are facing a Tristana Leona, and Tristana is going to be trying to W in level 2 for a kill, so we'll see if the Exhaust will make a difference or not. Now, quickly going over the matchup, one thing you need to note is you never ever, after level Leona hits 2, you do not want to ever waste your W. You need to hold W up for when Leona engages on you. So, yeah. So first of all, I understand you auto-attack. You want to make sure your passive's up. Other than that, you don't really want to auto the wave too much. You want to try and keep it even. So auto-attack Leona there. Auto-attack, nice. Now get your passive stacked again and help push for level 2. So keep auto-attacking. Keep auto-attacking. You can even use your empowered auto here. Just keep... You need a push, because the thing you have to understand is Leona has a proc, right, to get a free minion killed, and Tristana can AoE clear. If you were auto-attacking, you guys would have hit 2 first. Now Leona is about to hit 2 before you. Oh wait, you hit 2 first. Okay, I'm just going, I don't know what I'm saying. But either way, you should be helping push for 2. So you don't need to be as scared as you are. The reason is it does take practice, but you basically... Well, your positioning here, you can't do it, but basically when you auto-attack Leona, if she E's on you, what you do is you W to avoid the stun, but you don't want to W as soon as her E comes. You want to wait until she flies, and as soon as she's on top of you, you want to stealth so that you can avoid the Q stun, walk out of range of her stun, and then root her, because the root on her E doesn't last that long. It is rooted for 0.5 seconds, and NEEKO's stealth is 0.5 seconds, right? So if she starts the root here, but you don't W right away, you wait till she's on top of you and stealth, that means the root's only going to be like another 0.125 seconds, and you're going to be invisible for 0.5, which means the root will end, and you can walk out of range of her Q stun and walk away. But I think versus Tristana, it's okay, especially since you didn't take Exhaust to be a little scary here, because Tristana can just W onto you, although Tristana did not hit 2 there. So since Tristana's level 1, I would definitely be walking up and auto-attacking this Leona right now. Alright, so you were trying to. That's a good sign at least. So get your W procced, yep. And look for an auto attack on Tristana, really good stuff. Oh, huge root. Good, Ignite. Ignite right away on that, by the way. The reason you Ignite right away is, first of all, you're starting the cooldown on your Ignite to go down, which is really big because you can get a second Ignite up sooner, right? Second of all, you want to always Ignite before Tristana can heal herself, because Ignite reduces heal by half. So if you Ignite Tristana right away, Tristana will get much lower, she'll be panicked, and she's very likely to blow her heal, where she'll only get half the effect. And now you just traded Ignite for heal, except she only got half her heal effect, which is good. You have Cosmic Insight, which means you're going to be getting your Ignite up about 20 seconds earlier too. So it's really good to just blow your Ignite there on a play like that. I mean, you don't have a very good kill pressure ADC, so it might have not amounted to anything. But worst case scenario, it's like you still got the damage down, and she's probably going to potion, right? Did she potion? She did, so even if she doesn't heal, at worst case scenario, you're reducing the potion heal by half. you don't always obviously ignite when you catch someone out, but there you just like really caught her out. Like she didn't get her W off, right? So you just wanted to get as much damage on her as possible there. Good warding. So let's walk up. You're covering up yourself. Good. Some trickery. They probably know who you are because you're not autoing the wave, but it's whatever. So you don't have your third passive up because you just auto attack, then you can see your move speed. So you're one, you just auto, it's your one away. Good positioning though. I like it. Alright, let's see what's gonna happen here. So, okay. As soon as Leona threw that E, you always need to be thinking ahead what you do in different circumstances in your lane. So there's two circumstances. Leona E's your ADC, and Leona E's you. In your head, you should be ready for either case. If Leona E's you, you have the circumstance where you wait till her E hits and she's flying into melee range and stealth and walk away and root. If she E's your ADC, your reaction should be to instantly stealth at the bush and go for the ADC. What's the punish to it, right? Watch. What's the punish of you going at the ADC right here, right? So we'll wait again. So again, you never ever want to W because of Leona's E, but her E is down here, so you are free to just stealth. Watch. What's stopping you here? As soon as you see that, what's stopping you? First of all, you're standing too far back. You should be right on the edge of the bush right here. As soon as you see that E, you stealth forwards and you root Q auto this guy ignite. Look how low HP he is, right? 437. How much damage do you do? Let's see. 93. Let's say you get one bounce. That's like 150, right? Plus 66. That's like 210-ish. Plus another. So you're doing 350 damage. Plus ignite does 110. So you're doing like 460 damage. And he has 437 health. Now, yes, he will heal. Yes, most likely he will use his W to jump out. And maybe you'll miss some of that damage. But his W is like a freaking 22-second cooldown. Your W is a 20-second cooldown. Well, your W is about the same, but your E is a 12-second cooldown. So that means you'll have a window when your E comes up for about, you'll have a window of about 10 seconds where you can E flash the ADC and get a kill because he has no W up, or she. So you have a, basically that's what I'm, like, off of just seeing that route, that's what's going through my head right now, right? You can punish her. If she doesn't use her W or heal, she dies. If she doesn't use her W, she has to heal and lives by 1 HP and has to back. And if she uses her W, then that means when your E comes back up, you have an 8-second window or a 10-second window where you can get an E flash on her and she's 100% dead. So these are the things going through my mind when Leona E's. But instead, opportunity missed to like snowball your lane, right? You do nothing with that advantage. Also, right here, after Leona did that, you have to punish Leona still. Like even though you didn't punish her right away, Leona's E, right, is a 12-second cooldown, and it's still on cooldown for 8 seconds, and she's walking back. You should be walking out. You don't even have to E. I would almost say sometimes it's not worth it to E because she can just W. Yes, again, getting her W cooldown is good, but you can just walk out here, Q auto, and like chunk. Like a Q auto does a significant amount of damage. That's 93, 66. That's like 150-ish HP after the resists, right? You're just taking out almost half the health she even has right here. She'll be down to like there if you just walk out and Q auto her right now. What's the counter? Leona's E is down. Leona's also standing behind the ADC, right? If she W's in on you, that's just suicidal at that point. You just ignite her and you both kill her. There's a thing called the triangle in League, in the bot lane, and it's like this. See how there's a triangle between you guys? You guys are both in range to go in on Tristana. But if Tristana goes in on either of you guys, Leona is not in range because their triangle is like whack as hell. Look how weird their triangle is, right? Like for them to both go in on you, look at that triangle, right? But look at your triangle and how clean it is, right? You guys can both go. If you walk forwards and hit Tristana, Ezreal can go forwards and hit Tristana. But Tristana can't hit you back because Leona's here. Now, if Leona, for instance, even with her E down, was standing like, I don't know, here, yes, you could be poking Leona, but if you went onto their Tristana, Leona could just Q stun you, and they would have 2 people able to go on you at once, and then it would be a 2v2, right? But right now it's a 2v1, so you should really be looking to pressure this right now. Okay, the bush is warded, so standing in the bush doesn't... Oh, no. See, now you go in, but now Leona... Okay. Oh, auto attack. Oh, my God. I know you're scared of the Leona, but there is no way that this ADC can go in on you, right? Look at their HP right now, right? 250, right? Your auto attack would have done 66 plus your base AD, right? Which is like, I don't know, let's just say it's like 50, right? So that would have been like 110 damage right there. Plus your Ignite, which would have been another 110 damage. Plus freaking Electrocute, which is another 60 damage. Like, you could have very well have killed that ADC there. I get you're scared of Leona, but with the HP that the Tristana's at, there's no way. If she tries to go on you, it's suicidal. So it's basically right now you guys are 2v1ing her because 2v1ing the Leona basically. Like, there's no way Leona solos you here. So yeah, you should just you have to have more confidence there. Like, look how low she is, right? Legit, she would have had to heal, and there's still a good chance that she dies. Now, one thing, we just saw her W. Her W's down still probably for about 15 seconds. Okay, 10 seconds. E-flash this. E-flash this right now. Have confidence. Okay, you got her flash. Good. Auto attack for the Ignite. Ignite it. You auto attack the minion back, so it's okay. Okay, you need to run. Oh, no. Oh, auto attack. Oh. Okay, nice. You need to use your Ignite. Okay. Let's watch that again. You're just too passive, I think. You're not confident enough. Because here, good play, right? I would have E-flashed this girl. Made it harder for her to flash it, but whatever. So here, you just Ignite right away. As soon as you see her E onto your ADC, if you Ignite her there, before the exhaust comes too, if you Ignite her and auto her and proc Electrocute, she is panicking, right? And then when Tristana W's onto you, you probably just have to... Yeah, it's pretty scary. You should have definitely ignited her, though. But I would have probably, as soon as Leona went on my ADC, I probably would have ignited Leona, like, straight away. And they would have been a lot more scared to even go here. But it worked out then. Alright, so help your ADC push the wave and get a reset. Actually, in a scenario like this, by the way, if you were in a high enough elo and your ADC wanted to, I don't know what gold your ADC has, but like, this is actually a wave pushing. He has 1300 gold. You can probably get that in, so he wants without pushing this. Your ADC can actually just go in the bait here and back, because this wave will start denying. It's pushing towards you. It will kill their minions and deny CS, and it'll probably freeze about here. So when you come back from base, you'll have a massive wave right here, and they will get denied all this farm. And then you're also going to get a better recall, because you're going to have an earlier recall where you can maybe find a roam mid. By pushing this wave right now, basically you're giving a window where Leona's backing and she's going mid, and you're sitting bot, and then by the time you get your recall, you're going to be about here, while Leona can be ganking mid. So on a thing like this, if you were in a higher elo, I know in this elo it's probably not viable, but I'm just saying the correct play here would be to ping your ADC B, start recalling because this wave is pushing towards you, and you just get a clean recall, and you get a same timing recall as Leona, so that you can come out and be on the map at the same time. But anyways, you should be helping your ADC push, because that's not going to happen in low elo, let's be real. You need to be helping your ADC push. This is fine too. But realistically, what we're doing is your help. Just start the recall. Don't walk back the lane, just recall. At this point, there's no point. You just need to get your recall in. You can't really help much with this now. It's like dead. But since you're here, queue the casters. Okay, don't queue the casters. It's fine. If you queue the casters, it gets to the... Okay, did it get to the cast tower in time? It did. But see what I'm saying, where these guys are already back in lane while you're just starting your recall? You probably should have helped shut the wave in before you backed. There's a chance she would have missed more CS, but it's fine. Alright. What do you buy here on this back with your gold? Why does it say you have no gold? Alrighty. Yeah, this is fine. I do like to usually get a pot if I back. You didn't have gold for it, but I usually like to have pots, but this isn't a poke lane, so it's okay. Versus a poke lane, even though I don't like Dark Seal, you might want to consider Dark Seal and refillables or something, just because, or some potions, but this isn't a poke lane, so it's fine. So I like this. You went mid lane. Good stuff. I think that going mid is an underrated thing that people don't do enough. You should watch out, though. I get you're trying to hold this for your main. You can use your W to tank the minions, right? So if we look back here, you could have used your W to pull the wave, right? So right here, instead of starting to tank, right as that last minion dies, you send your W this way, and you drag all the minions backwards to like here, and then they start walking forwards, and as they're walking forwards, you root them all and stand out of range of them to hit you, and then you tank, and that way you take minimal damage. But anyways, you need to get bot now as soon as possible, because it is a Leona and a Tristana, and they can all in your ADC. Also, by the way, like I said, oh, you're ganking, nice. As I said before, I like to take exhaust first Tristana. When Tristana W'd in on you there, right, and you almost died, if you had exhaust, you might have not even had to flash. Probably would have, but just showing that, like, Ignite isn't as useful in this lane. But let's go back a second here and see why you think this is a good gank and see whether it was or wasn't. I'd be very careful if I were you. You missed, and now you're probably dead. If Tristana was good, you'd be dead. You cannot ever, like I said, it's just a Leona versus NEEKO thing. First of all, you put your control ward in this bush when they have prio here, right? Which means they can just go over and kill it, so you just wasted your ward. I guess it showed, in this case, it wasn't wasted because for some reason, Twitch showed himself. If Twitch was good, he would sit here, Leona would kill the ward, and then Twitch would come and kill you guys. So I guess you got some value out of this, but for the most part, you don't want to control ward this bush unless you have prio, and you do not have prio. You're better off control warding here and stopping Twitch from invading, stopping you guys from getting dove from behind, because there isn't chance you get dove, especially your HP now. But yeah, you never want to W into a Leona while she has E up. Like, even on this gank, if you want to go for it, you need to just walk out and hold W and go for the EQ, so that if Leona engages on you, you can stealth. But I don't think you can ever really fight that. They have a kill lane and you have an Ezreal, so it's just not a fightable thing. So you know Twitch was just seen bot, and you're low HP, you have to be very, very, very careful. For all you know right now, Twitch is stealth standing right there, right? This is what you have to assume, by the way. You have to assume Twitch is right here in stealth. Tristana is in this bush, and right now, Tristana, if Twitch was actually in fact stealth here, you have no flash up, right? If Twitch was in fact stealth here, and Tristana is in this bush, what happens if Tristana just W's on you, Twitch comes out of stealth, you're actually just dead, right? There's nothing you can do about that. So, yeah, even though Leona's playing really back, she can just be baiting you right now. Like, we can take a look and see if that's what's happening. Okay, it is not what's happening. Well, Tristana is in that bush, and you actually are still at risk. If this Tristana is good, to be honest, she still just W's on you. Leona E flashes and E's on you, and you just get one shot here, even without the Twitch. But Twitch, who's over here farming, could have easily been right here, and you're just in a very bad position. But even without Twitch, I think you're actually dead here if Tristana's good. So, especially since you're auto-attacking. Look at that animation. Yeah, if you auto-attack, you'll reveal yourself, and 100% this Tristana is probably going to jump on you if I were her. Stealth at the right time. Nice. Good stealth. Unfortunately, you're just too low to be playing that aggressive. Oh, but you live. If you didn't stealth that correctly, you probably just die. Let's watch and see if you stealthed at the correct time perfectly. This is what I'm talking about, holding your W for the Leona E. Unfortunately, you're just too low, right? So let's watch if you use that at the right time. And you, yes, perfect. See, you wait till Leona's on top of you, and then you stealth and you walk away. You hit the Tristana though, nice. Hitting that Tristana saved your life. You probably, even though I just said nice, you probably used it a millisecond too early still is the problem why you got hit by the stun. If she's good, she can hit you with the stun either way, but... Right? What you usually want to do is you want to wait until Leona's shield is glowing, right? So you stealth here, you probably had to wait a fraction longer and you would have got away, right? Because see how Leona comes out here? She hasn't even stunned you yet. Right here where you see Leona's model, now she stuns you, right? See how her shield's glowing now? You did good. You held it. I'm proud that you held it as long as you did. But next time you gotta try and hold it just a slight bit longer. Because you kind of did it where you can see where Leona was still a blur. You have to wait till you see the Leona's model. Alright, so we'll watch that again. You stealth when Leona was a blur. You have to wait till you see the Leona's model. I usually say wait till you see the shield starting to glow, but just wait till you see the model, right? See how she's a blur still? Now you should be stealthing because you can see her, but you stealthed a little too early. And look at how you were almost out of range of her auto attack stun. If you had waited that slight bit longer, you probably would have outranged it. But you know what? You lived. It's all good. I still think if you had stealth at the start of the E, you would have 100% been dead there. So at least even doing it not fully correct, you still avoided being killed because of doing it. At least the thought process was there. This is an awkward back. You can get armor with a control ward if you want. I wouldn't say it's that bad considering you're versus a kill lane and they have a jungle who's an ADC. You can upgrade those into armor boots, or you can upgrade it to just go for a Zonya's Rush, which is never a bad thing. Or, well, getting nothing is really bad. At minimum there, you should have got refillable potion and control ward. You can definitely stop this. Nice. Send your W through the bushes. The only reason I say that, yes, good. The only reason I say that, I usually say don't waste your W, but there, see, you stopped her recall again. And now if she Bs, she's going to miss a lot of CS because you stopped her recall twice. Help your ADC push the wave, auto attack this. What I say is you auto attack the range until they're low where you don't want to cast it, and then start auto attacking the melees that are the highest HP. Always avoid hitting anything that's low HP so you don't mess up your ADC CSing. Okay, so here, what you should have done is as this wave's coming in here, this is like more of a trick that you do. If you walk with this wave, once you can see where the enemy wave is, right? Because it's the same place as your wave, so it's right here. What you want to be doing was you wanted to be walking in front of the wave, and you send your W under tower. And what you're going to do is you're going to take all these minions and pull them backwards with your W, allowing these CS to hit the tower, and then they'll stop and they'll re-aggro, right? Because look how close he gets to the tower, right? If you sent your W here to pull these minions backwards, these casters would have come under tower, and this tower would have killed both of these and the casters. But now the tower is only going to kill these two. And the worst part about this is the wave is going to be frozen here, which means when Tristana comes back, she's going to have a huge wave by her tower. If you'd shoved it all under, she would have missed all the CS, and the next wave would have been over here, which is a lot better for you. Oh, I didn't even notice you're rolling. Yeah, that Ezreal's bad. He had E up and he didn't use it. Okay, two things. First of all, it's better to pretend to be the jungler there because Ezreal's showing bot and it's more believable. Second of all, I like the roam attempt. Really good roam attempt, first of all. If you look back a few seconds when you did it, you can see that they're pushing in with a Rift Herald and they're overextended. A really, really good roam in my opinion. Your mistake you made was not turning into Warwick. So as Warwick's gone, you should be turning into Warwick here, right? So Warwick leaves, right? If you pretend to be a 1 HP Warwick, they'll probably know anyways because they just saw it, so I guess it doesn't matter. But your biggest mistake here is where you're walking into. So first of all, you should have got a control ward on your back. Then you could have put a controller in this bush to make sure you're not walking on vision. We'll check if they had vision. They did not. Okay, so this was a real missed opportunity. So instead of walking through here, is there a better path you could have took to gank this guy? If you said yes, then you are correct and you win 200 Scooby Snacks. So the correct path is you want to go this way. Now when you're going this way, you want to make sure you're hugging the wall and going like this. The reason for that is if they put a ward here, this ward only gives vision up to here, which means, right, it gives this vision like that, which means if you hug this wall, you avoid any wards in this bush. There was no wards in the bush, but either so you didn't have to. I guess you could have walked like that, but you should just assume it's warded, so you walk like that. And if you were coming right now, right, let's just right? Instead of you coming there, imagine if you're coming from behind here, right? This guy would be so much more panic. Right where I was. Right? Imagine if you're coming from behind here. He walks away this way because he sees you here, right? See how he was even taking a step forwards there? If you were coming from here as he took a step forwards, he's only escape path would be go to this way, right? And if you from here stealth forwards, you can like E-flash. You hit him with an E-flash ulti, and he's just 100% dead. Even from here, by the way, you can hit an E. You're in range right now of E-flash. It takes confidence, but if you E-flash here and ulti, 100% dead again. But if you came from this angle, it would have been a much easier E-flash to hit. Right? See, if you had E-flashed, you would have 100. If you first of all, you should not walk from this bush. If you're coming from this bush, you should stealth so that you appear here, and then he has less time to react. You know how he took a step forwards but walked backwards because he saw you? If you had stealth, he would have took a step forwards and maybe kept walking forwards and you would have come out. So first of all, first mistake, path this way. Second mistake, stealth from the bush. Third mistake, look for the E-flash. Have confidence in yourself, girl. Or, I don't know if you're a girl person. I just always assume that everyone's girls on my channel. I don't know. That's bad, I guess. Well, that's unfortunate. Even before I saw him take it, I was... Ooh, good flash. Good stuff. Even before they stole the Rift Hair, the Scuttle, the reason I was going to say before that even happened, so it's not like I was saying in hindsight, that's a bad idea to take the Scuttle, is because your Warwick was bot side, so you're actually just stealing farm from your jungler. If your jungler's top side, say he was clearing golems in this, then I would say it's okay to take this, because then you're denying it possibly from their jungler who might be here, right, and about to come. But since your jungler's right here, I would say root it to get rid of the shield, and then just go to lane so that your jungler can come down and clear it without a shield. Unfortunately, the enemy stole it, and now they're going to see Warwick trying to take this. Warwick's dead. I don't know if you can back right now, even though you're kind of you kind of had to, okay, well, they didn't do it, but you kind of had to go and try and stop them from dragging there. They're probably doing it anyways. Oh, they're not. Okay, well, they're fools. They're a fool of a toque. Pick up one potion. Like, you may as well. Extra 125 HP is quite a lot. Like, your HP right now is 1,000, right? So 125 extra potion is, like, increasing your health pool by 10%. Effectively. Again, turn into Warwick. You're turning into a champion who's already in LOS. Oh, nice. I was afraid you weren't going to use your auto attack and ignite, but you did. Huge. And that shows why Electrocute's so good on NEEKO, because if you had like, say, Predator, which I've been running recently, that kill probably gets away by 1 HP. Well played. I think that time you did it better. A better W, but unfortunately you still got hit. You walked in a bad direction too. You should not be walking towards the Tristana. You should be walking away from Tristana as Leona goes in on you. Yes, see? Oh my god, dude. What the hell is that auto attack range? That was a better timed one though. Unlucky that she just had good reaction. That's why I said a really good Leona can still hit you either way. But if you do that in like a minion wave, she'll most likely auto attack a minion, which is where you're the most safe. Oh my god. I don't know if you W ulti here. She has W, no? Oh, she does not. Ooh, kill. Nice. I love Overwatch. This is slow-mo. Do you not have Q up? Oh, auto attack. Where are you going? NEEKO. Auto attack. Oh my god, you're killing me. You had Electrocute up. Okay, stop watching this. Oh my god. You had Electrocute up. That was a kill if you auto attacked. At least you get this person. And it seems like their jungler cleaned up the Tristana. So you were just being very, very 5-head, I see. You were like, you know, I could take this CS, this kill, but then I'm just going to KS it for my jungler who's going to pick it up there. So I'll just leave it for him as a saying sorry. I'm sorry for taking the Skull Quab and giving it to the enemy. I'm sorry. That's Doge's cringy moment for the game. This thing. I'm sorry. I took your Skull Quab. Here's a free kill for you. Okay. Okay. My Cade is actually just freaking screaming at me from below my chair. Jesus Christ, Cade. It's like, maybe we can get the Cade on camera for a sec here. She doesn't like being picked up, though. Nope, never mind. She's actually behind the green screen. She's behind the green screen, and she's just scratching at the green screen from behind, going, freaking Cade. I like how you roam mid a lot. Really good stuff, honestly. Really good. So here, even though your mid laner is getting pressured here, the distance you travel by foot is almost like the time it takes you to travel here by foot is almost the same thing as just channeling a Hexflash and Hexflashing, except Hexflash gives you the element of surprise. So here, I would Hexflash into a 0-frame W, at which point you'll get in range to hit a root, right? If you Hexflash to here, 0-frame W so that they don't see you, which a 0-frame W, if you don't know, you can see on one of my older YouTube combos videos, is where if you W out of Hexflash at the right moment, the enemy team actually doesn't see your portrait or anything. You're actually it's like you just stealth from here to here, if you Hexflash into a 0-frame W. It takes practice. I personally went into a practice tool with my friend where we would just constantly do it, and he would tell me if I did it correctly or not until I got the timing down. But yeah, even if you don't perfectly 0-frame it, it's still better than just walking out to just like appear. So yeah, you Hexflash, 0-frame W, right? Because you just kind of walk out and use your, right? You also should have went for that guy. If you had rooted that guy, right, and Q auto'd him, after your Akali cleaned up that person, maybe Akali could have picked up another kill. But I respect what you're doing. You're just tunnel visioning a bit. You saw a kill opportunity and you were looking at that. You weren't looking at the big picture. Ooh, nice try. Only thing is, you didn't add in the 0-frame W. The 0-frame W is what turns on the kill. But I like the fact that you're trying, right? So your W's off cooldown, right? So if here, right? If you from here, you went 0-frame, so he sees you right now, but if you 0-frame W here and he didn't see you, you could have got up to here and you come out of stealth right here for an easy root Q auto. The thing that stopped the play was you didn't 0-frame W. You just came out and tried to root, but I respect it. I respect that you're trying to make Hexflash plays. Really good stuff. Really, really good stuff, actually. A lot of NEEKOs would not think about making that play, so good job. Again, you like taking this path from behind. It's worked out, but I would just be cautious. To be honest, at this point, you're probably ahead enough. Let's see. Okay, yeah, at this point, you're ahead enough. Now is okay to do it. You're far ahead. You're also running kind of The reason why you're ooming is you're throwing Qs when you haven't hit the root, right? And you're just wasting mana every time you do that. You've done it a lot, right? So here you throw the root, right? It missed. And then you throw a Q. I guess it's because he W'd, but yeah. Try to not miss Qs, because that's what's eating all your mana. I don't know if you have mana issues. If you do have mana issues and you're finding it's something you have every game, you could swap out Electrocute for Comet and just take like Water Walking for the better roaming, for like the roaming and stuff instead of, well, you don't even take Relentless Hunter, but yeah, you can go Comet isn't bad either. And it's more forgiving. Okay. I like that you're trying stuff. It's good. Even though that one didn't quite work out. Okay, I was really trolling. Even though that one didn't quite work out, the more you keep practicing and trying, the more you'll get it. One Hexflash I really like is when they're pushing to say you just sit here, right? These guys are going to push the tower because Ezreal's low HP and they think it's a 2v1, and you can Hexflash out and like find something. This is fine too. I'm just saying that's like a Hexflash that I like too. Since you seem to like Hexflash play, which I'm glad. A lot of people who watch my videos say they like NEEKO, but they don't like taking the Hexflash. They find it hard. They don't find use out of it. Right here, you're showing that it doesn't require you to be a Grandmaster player, that even you too can do what I do. I would maybe wait in base for a control. No, you're pretty far into lane. It's fine. Also, change out your sweeper. So again, I like how you always path mid. Usually one of the things I have to, like, I'm not having to really give you much, other than you trying to fail gank through this way a lot, which isn't good into the lane you're in. I like that I'm not having to show you much macro. Okay, here is a no-no. You're just face checking these bushes. Okay, Twitch is dead. Never mind. This is perfectly fine. This is fine. But if Twitch wasn't dead, it would be a big no-no. You might want to get a ward like here too, because they might try to sneak a dragon. Nice. I'm not sure if that was an E flash or a flash E. Let's take a look. It looked like it may have been a flash E though. It was a flash E, but it was more just because you were trying to dodge the ulti, so I think it was fine not to be an E flash there. Yeah, good job. Really good stuff. I think you actually can just kill Leona here too if you play correctly, right? After you kill it, I feel like you're in range to just ulti. You auto attack here, which gives you your 10% move speed bonus, and you just walk at him with ulti up. And maybe you can kill him, maybe not. But you do have Ultimate Hunter. Your ulti's on a fairly low cooldown. Might as well try. See what I was saying about them maybe sneaking this? Okay, okay. One mistake you're making is you never want to back. Oh, wait. You used all your wards? Never mind. Cool. Feels bad. I would have actually held off going B until I had the 900 gold. This back wasn't that useful for you. Again, I like how you always pack mid. It's a good thing to have and something I try to teach. I think sometimes, though, you don't want to just path straight down the mid lane. Like, there's nothing for you here. Your mid laner's not here. You should have pathed down the middle of the jungle with your jungler towards the dragon. I know it seems like a hindsight kind of a thing, but it is definitely what you should have been doing. Dude, I feel like my viewers always send me games where they stomp. They're like so afraid to send me a game that they do bad in. Which is fine. I mean, you can see here even in a game where you're freaking 4-0-3, I'm giving you a ton of criticism and things you can improve on. But it's just funny. Like, it's always like that. My viewers never send me a game where they like int or like where they lose. It's a close game, but they end up losing and stuff. They always just send me the stomps. They're just like, look, dog, tell me how I could have done better in this game where I absolutely clapped the enemy. Okay, you could have put a ward in that bush after you cleared it. Right now you're being super dangerous because you have no vision there, and you're just doing this. Like, what happens if anyone appears on you? You should definitely have warded that. Warded that and warded right there. Get a... Honey. Ward. Oof. That's what feels bad. Actually, a cool Hexflash play, right? You get a ward there, and after you killed this, you Hexflash into ulti on this guy from here, right? Instead of chilling here, you can just chill here and Hexflash. And if you your ward here gives you vision, and if you see someone coming, you can just Hexflash out. Oh, see, now you're going for it. I don't know if you needed to ulti there. I think you underestimate the power of your auto attack damage, right? Your auto attack is an extra 119 plus the base like 60 damage, right? So it's like 180. We'll call it 150 because of resist. So like let's assume 150 plus electrocute. There's another like one, right? You would have done like what, 250, 260 damage after resist. You would have done about 260 damage if you just auto attacked for the electrocute plus W proc, right? 260 damage, and let's look at how much HP this guy had. Right, so you EQ. He had 282 damage health. You would have done 260 damage plus the Q would have bounced for an extra 190, right? Like, watch his HP here. After the next bounce, right? He's at 180 health. So legit, if you had just auto-attacked him there to proc your electrocute and your empowered auto, he would have actually just straight up died. You underestimated your own damage. But really good Hexflash play. You're showing exactly why Hexflash can be really OP, especially in low elo. I like it. I like it. You have enough. I'd get armor and control ward because you upgrade the armor to make a seekers for your Zanyas, and it gives you armor. Okay, yeah, yeah. I'd get armor and a control ward here. Let's see what you get. Okay, that's fine too. Yep, yep. I don't think this is as good because first of all, they have a Twitch jungle, which you're scared of getting assassin by, right? And second, so like the armor is really good here either way. And now you don't have enough gold for any control wards. So I think getting a cloth armor control ward is better here. Your ADC should not be going bot. You guys should both, once bot tower is done, you guys should be going mid, right? Like your ADC is bot, but like your mid laner is bot, right? You guys should both be mid. And now Akali's like, what the hell? Why'd you go bot? I guess I'll go mid. So actually right now, your ADC is trolling. Straight up. You should be getting vision around here because you want to be pressuring mid tower and rotating for top tower. And you want to get vision, probably a ward somewhere around here, right? You want to go over and get a ward here, walk here and get a ward over the wall right there. right? So that you, after you take this mid tower, or if their whole team comes and pressures you off, you can safely rotate through the river top side and pressure top tower. Okay, huge. Let's watch that again. Showing why I like Rocket Belt. Your ulti would have hit if you didn't have Rocket Belt, but it would have been a lot closer. Double kill. Okay, slay. Queen. Alright, and now you want to rotate top tower. Nope. Don't go bot. Your ADC is trolling. Don't go with your trolling ADC. Your ADC should not be there. You want to go for this top tower. Always take the outer towers first, right? So there's no outer tower to take bot side. Plus, you don't have a tower for safety. Assume your Ezreal's dead and you should be just backing this guy up. Because for all you know right now, Twitch is like coming to gank him. But it seems like it's okay, so whatever. Let's go to the trolling ADC. Okay, this ADC is really trolling. I'm sorry, like the dude actually just eat into them. This is why I said don't go again to this ADC. He's trolling. I don't know what you're doing here. You should just back. Auto attack. You never liked to auto attack. He would have lived anyways, I guess. So it doesn't really matter. He had his W up too with a bunch of resists, so I guess that was fine. Do you have any rewards up? You do not. Just go back. Go back. You need to get wards for this dragon that's spawning in 30 seconds. So you need to just be. Go B, my friend. Honey. B. Please. Alright, what are we doing here? See how this dragon's spawning right now? You could have backed, got wards, and been there for the dragon spawn with wards. Instead, now you got the dragon spawn with no wards, so you have no vision on any of this. And now you're walking in blind too. This is really bad. Okay, he's scared up the Twitch at least, but that was really dangerous. You should use your W to face check. You stand here, use your W to face check the bush, and then walk out and sweep it once you see it's clear. Also, you can see why I say zombie ward is not good low elo. You've only gotten 3 stacks so far because the enemy support's not warding very well. Where if you win Ghost Pearl, you'd have a lot more stacks by now. Because it's not, because the enemy support's also, the enemy support's not warding, and he doesn't even have a sweeper, right? They don't even have any sweepers in the team. Which is exactly why I'm showing Ghost Pearl is good in low elo, because your wards are more likely to expire in low elo. So I would definitely swap to Ghost Pearl if I were you for low elo. I think it's a lot better. And if you get deep vision in the enemy jungle, it stays there after it expires.
Want some?
Let's rewatch that fight, I guess, and see what happened. But it looks like you just overcomboed after the dragon was dead. Unlucky, your jungler just walked into the clone scout, but you also made your clone walk here, make your clone walk into the bush, and maybe your jungler won't get jumped on, so that is partly your fault. And by partly, I mean all your fault, because you're playing NEEKO support, and NEEKO support is troll, so it's obviously all your fault. Should have picked up some control wards, but it's okay.
Killing spree. Red team double kill.
That was a fiesta. Not much I can say about that. You guys just kind of randomly fought mid lane for no reason. What you should actually be doing right now is, first of all, these wards are pretty not great. I don't know if you failed this ward. It should be over the wall. And this ward's okay, I guess. If you got your ward over the wall in this ward, then you have good vision here. But you should really be getting vision on this side of the map. Why? Because Dragon's not up for 2 minutes, and these wards will expire or get removed. You should be getting wards around the Dragon, and possibly baiting. What you want to do is get vision here, so that you guys can shove mid lane in, and then you can rotate top and pressure top and mid, and just see if you can make any picks on them rotating through the jungle. Maybe you get a ward here and you catch someone walking by, and if you get any picks, you can do Baron. So yeah, you should definitely be getting vision control around the Baron there. You should be spam pinging Baron, honestly. Warwick can heal off of Baron, and you guys can probably do it because they have 2 people dead. Oh my god, this does real damage right now. Don't know if the flash was necessary, but you know, style points. The thingy where towers take extra damage from melee champs, by the way, only applies to tower plates before 14 minutes. After 14, when tower plates go away, you don't do extra damage to the outer towers. The inner towers you never do extra damage, so there's absolutely no need for you to go melee there. You got a Morello's. No one on your team really got Executioner. Well, they got 2 people with Executioners. If Darius is attacking them. Not sure if it's necessary. They only have Darius who heals, and you do have Ignite with Cosmic Insight to be igniting him every other fight, plus you have 2 people. So, not sure if this was necessary. I possibly would have just gotten a Banshees to stop getting hit by Leona ulti, or you could have got a Void Staff to just give you that extra burst one-shot potential to be able to just kill Darius straight out. He's only 1 item, right? And you're like 3 items. So I don't think you really need a Morello's here. You could have got a Void Staff was probably correct. Void Staff and you actually just one-shot Darius in a combo. But there's nothing wrong with Void Staff. I mean, Morello's 3rd. It's still okay. If Darius was super fed, I'd say it was fine. But Darius is not super fed. He's 1 item. You were more of a carry than Darius at this point. What level is Darius? Darius isn't even level advantage on you. He's literally so Darius is the same level as you on 2 item spike. Well, you have 3 items plus your support item, which is like on half items. You're like 3 items on a half. Same level as their top laner, who's 2 items. Like, yikes. I guess that means Team FF right here. GG. Well, I hope you enjoyed the VOD review. Wasn't much for me to give you tips on macro because you gave me a game where you were just stomping so hard you guys could just run down late game. But I definitely think that here you should have been getting vision control topside. You guys ended up pushing a mid tower, but really you should have pushed this tower before. Always push the outers before the inhibs because these are harder to push. You push this, and if any of them die for this, you can just take a Baron, and then you go for the free push with Baron. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. And for people on YouTube, like I said, if you want a VOD review like this, you can either watch my stream, and you build up channel points by watching me. It takes about like 3 months of watching, you know, for a few hours a day to get a channel VOD review for free. And you can talk to me and stuff, or DM me on Discord, or message me through my stream, and you just have to donate $20 for a VOD review like this. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Love y'all. Till next time.